It is Monday. How you doing? I'm not doing great. I'm very tired. It's been a long day already. It's like 5:30 p.m. when I'm editing you. But I had to go to the hospital today to do like testings. Hi. So it's already been a long day for me. I'm just tired. So I'm gonna do this quick. Hi. Welcome to the weekly reading vlog. Still keeping up with it. How are you doing? Tomorrow is the 1st of September, which pains me because time is... Let's just talk to you about what I'm currently in the middle of reading so that, I don't know, the vlog can continue. I don't know. First of all, I'm reading Love List by Alice Oseman. I can now take this out. I just took the thumbnail for my last reading vlog, so I took these in so it doesn't show, you know, but now it can fly free. Okay, tell I'm tired. Okay, so I'm reading Love List by Alice Oseman, and I am currently 287 pages into it, and I'm really enjoying this. This book follows Georgia, who her entire life she's never been in love, never had a crush, never been kissed, nothing. And to begin on this novel, she starts college, and she really makes it her mission in college to finally fall in love, have her first kiss, the whole shebang. But as that's happening, not really happening, but while she's forcing herself to like do these things, she starts to realize more about her sexuality, and she comes across ace and aro people, asexual, aromantic, in case you don't know, and she just starts questioning everything. And I'm really loving this. There has been like this small conflict in here that I think was a little unnecessary and a bit weird and could have been done better, but it's such a tiny appointment, and I'm sure it is coming back around in the last section of this book. This is my first Alice Oseman novel, and it deserves the hype. And then I'm also currently in the middle of Torch Against the Night. It's about to hear this a reread, and if you don't know, what I do for rereads is I section my book off into like chunks of 100 pages, and whenever I finish the book, I can read a chunk. And yeah, I am 200 pages into this, and I'm again loving it. Everything about this world is so amazing, and I'll talk to you more about that once I actually like finish this book, because that's definitely happening this week. But it's just it's so good. This series, like the first book in the series, follows Elias and Leia. At the beginning of the book, Leia's house gets raided by the masks, which are like kind of super soldier type people, and they wear a mask. That's why they call it masks. And they get raided because her brother is accused of spying on them, and her grandparents get killed, her brother gets captured, and Leia runs after the rebels and it's like, hey, it's your fault, my brother is in jail now, so you're gonna help me out and get him out of there. And they're like, fine, but you're gonna spy for us at the school for the masks because we need info. And she's like, sure. So she goes to work as a slave in the school and spies. And then we follow Elias, who is actually a student at the school and is about to graduate, but he's planning to run away at his graduation, but then these trials are announced to find the next emperor, as the current emperor doesn't have an heir, so we need something else. And Elias actually gets picked to be in these trials, and he doesn't know what to do now. And then when I was at the hospital, I got a Script subscription yesterday. They did like a free trial thing during the start of the pandemic, and I signed up with them back then, and I really enjoyed their service, so I finally got a subscription. And so at the hospital, while I was waiting, I started the Deep by River Solomon, I believe the name is, but I have a cover on screen. And this is a short book which is based on a song, which I still have to listen to, but I will listen to once I finish the book. It's about, basically it's about like the descendants from the slaves and shipped off ships, and they turn into like mermaids, and our main character has to like carry the history and like the memories and everything of their species, I guess. I don't know. She's the only one to like take it on, and then the rest can live like ignorant, you know. And she is kind of suffering under all of this information, and she just doesn't feel like herself anymore, and is kind of fed up with it and wants to stop doing it, but she doesn't really know how to get out of it. Yeah, it's a short book. I am, I think, 43% through when I checked. And I'm enjoying this. I don't love it, but I feel like that's just because, I don't know, I'm still getting used to it. And there were some elements, some parts of the book where I was just like very confused about what was going on. And yeah, I don't know how to feel about it so far, but I'm hoping it will come around towards the end because everyone I've seen read this absolutely loves it, so I'm expecting to love it as well. That's it for this update. I wanted it to be short and it isn't, so yeah, bye. Hi, let's do an update. It's officially September, so I have to switch that. Wait a minute. So it's officially September, so just switched my calendar, and I'm here for a reading update. But first, a live update. I got a new pillow, which you aren't able to like really see, but I do. I love it. And yeah, got a new pillow. Life's great. But last night I started and finished a book called When Life Gives You Mangoes by Corinne Gredden, I believe is how I pronounce her name. This was just the last gallery to read that came out in September, so I squeezed it in yesterday just so I could say that I read it on time, because I like to read my galleries a month in advance. I read this one. This follows a girl who lives on an island, and a year ago she like got into some sort of accident and lost her memory, and since then like the town has kind of been acting weird towards her. And then at the beginning of the novel, this new girl comes to the island, and a lot of new people come to the island, so it's a big deal, and she makes sure to kind of befriend her and get to her before she finds out about her memory loss, because that's, if people know that, they treat her main character differently, and she doesn't want that. So yeah, I give this 4 out of 5 stars. It's a middle grade contemporary, and this book started off so promising, but then like a twist happens, and I hated that. I mean, the twist was promising, but I feel like nothing really was done with it. I felt like everything was resolved like very easily, very quickly. I felt like characters that just like switched very quickly from like personality, and there wasn't really like any real development there. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, sadly, because I was expecting to really love this, but I didn't. And then I also finished Loveless by Alice Oseman. I just finished this, and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Yes, I'm here for it. Again, I'm gonna give it 7 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. I was so captivated by this entire book, and I loved being in on my character's mindset and just following her and like seeing her struggling with everything, not just the sexuality, it's also struggling with like friendships and being in college and living life, you know, figuring out who she is, what she likes, what she doesn't like. I just had a blast following her. I feel like this book was so realistic. I'm only a year older than the main character, which feels so fucking weird to say, but I'm still not used to the fact that I'm not in high school anymore, and it's been a year. So that says a lot. Everything just felt very real, even though like I haven't necessarily dealt with the same exact struggles that the main character has. I can recognize myself into a lot that she went through, and I love all the friendships in this book. There was a little bit like towards the middle where like a conflict was introduced. And it was like very dramatic and like a big deal. I was like, I don't really know how to feel about this, but then the way it got resolved felt so natural and great, and I'm like forgetting about the whole feelings I had about the conflict in the first place, because the way it was resolved felt so realistic, and I don't know, I liked it a lot. Next up is Atoshi Tonight, finishing this because I finished 2 books, so I get to read 2 sections, and I have 2 sections left in the book, so my next priority is to finish this. And yeah, I'll update you later. Bye. Sunday. I'm sorry. I just completely ghosted you, but it's been a weird week for me personally, so that's why I haven't really been like vlogging much, but I have been reading. On Thursday I managed to finish 2 books, so let's talk to you about them. The first one I finished is A Torch Against the Night by Sabrina Carpenter, which I told you I was gonna finish, so I did it. I gotta give this 5 out of 5 stars. I just so good, and I completely forgot like the actual ending of this, like the last chapter, everything that happened in there I completely forgot, and it's big things, so that was fun. But for the rest, I really like, I read my original review and in that I said that this was pretty slow, but I have to disagree with that. Yes, it does take its time to like develop the characters and develop like the situation of the world and like everything, but I feel like it does that so that you like the action points just have a lot more impact, and it isn't slow or boring at any point, and I really appreciated that. It's very, a lot of things happen, there's a lot of things were revealed in this, and now I question everything, even though like I remember those things. I'm like, why? Like, nah, what? And I do have to say that rereading this, and the previous book, I did see some like subtle hints towards it that was like, oh, but I feel like it's hard to put those little hints together to like the actual solution, and I appreciate that. Like, you know, when you go back and you can see all of it, but when you originally read, you're like, those are the best things for me. That's all of the reveals in this books have that, and I feel like there's so much more coming, and I'm not ready, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then the other book I finished is The Deep by River Solomon. Still have to listen to the song. Oh my god, this is based on a song like I mentioned in the beginning, and when I finished it, I promised myself I would listen to the song, and I still haven't, so I need to get on that. But I give this 4 to 5 stars. Again, I really enjoyed it. I did have some problems with it that I already discussed before, that there's a lot of like things that are a little bit confusing, and I always had a little bit more explanation to it. Like, there's some perspective jumps and like flashbacks in here that just like take a while to realize like what's actually going on. You're so confused for a bit, and I wish that was done a little bit better. But for the rest, I really enjoyed this. I think this one is mainly focused on like the main character, like her journey, like figuring out who she is and how that fits into what her community wants from her, like her people want from her. And I really enjoyed it. I think it's good. I would highly recommend it, and I would definitely read more by this author because their writing was impeccable. So yeah. But for my current reads, I'm reading A Weeper at the Gates, it's about a year, and I'm reading Disfigured, and I forgot the author's name, and I'll leave it up here, and that's a non-fiction book about disabilities and fairy tales, but I only got like a chapter into that, and I'm 30 pages into this, and I'm gonna focus my day on finishing this because I don't want to have to do another vlog in which I explain the plot of this series. I didn't read yesterday because I got in an editing mood. That doesn't happen often. I don't like editing, but I got in an editing mood yesterday, so edited everything that I had, and now this vlog is already edited up until this point, and my video that went up today and my video that's going up on Wednesday are already edited and scheduled as well, so I don't have to worry about those. So I'm just gonna focus my day on reading this, as I didn't really read yesterday because of it, and also because I got pulled back into Modern Family and I'm obsessed with it. So I'm towards the end of, I'm on season 5 at the end, and I just have to watch the 2-part season finale, which I'm excited for. But I was having a migraine yesterday, so I shut it off. But now my day is focusing on this book, and this book only. So let's hope I'll actually be able to finish it by the end of the day. I'm 30 pages in, like I said before. This is 430 pages. I have 400 pages to read today. That's not gonna happen. I am really enjoying it so far, even though like nothing has really happened yet. But I'll read you later, though. Bye. Hi. It is just past 2 a.m. Shit. Okay, I thought it was earlier. Hi. I'm really tired. I basically had like a huge mental health dip in the middle of the day, which wasn't a whole lot of fun. So I only managed to get about a little over halfway through this book. I'm about to start part 3, shit has hit the fan. I can't speak about everything that's happening, but I'm really tired because just life's exhausting. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Even though like I really wanted to finish this, and I still really want to because I want to know what happens. But that's for tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you guys next week.